something for you personally. Name me 3 products that you have had an emotional connect with. Nothing you've designed, nothing, nothing fancy. Just 3 products
that I own
used,
or
that you have used, owned, whatever.
Okay, there's this small little music box that I found somewhere in like a very small shop in somewhere, and it uses a very simple technology of how a drum with small little dots on it and a set of strings, and once you start playing it, the strings when they come in contact with those dots, it produces a sound. And how such a small little thing, it takes me back to, like how, when I was a kid, I used to play with these toys, and how such a simple thing can bring a smile to anybody's face. So that thing, plus if I would have loved to own this furniture that I designed, but then it's still in the prototype phase. I mean, still in the queue to being fabricated. And then I also wanted to, like how Tojukin Yoshioka's his installation, there's a snow installation which is amazing, and I want to get inside all that and experience this, and like how he uses such simple products to come up with such interesting installations.
That's a lot of straw. But what I meant was something that you have actually used for a long time, something that you have that is very endearing for you, something that has had this lasting memory. Because if you want to actually create a product for somebody like this, there should have been something like that for you too.
I go to all these places which have, for example, going to ISKCON temple, like how everything comes together, and so that is a nice experience. And going to restaurants and places like these which have a theme, and which it's just not a set of 20 bags that are kept there and music playing and good food being served. It has to be more than that. So a lot of things like that.
Have you seen that wave installation? Have you seen the one?
Yes, the BMW thing?
No. The straw thing? Have you experienced it in flesh?
No, I haven't.
These are just pictures.
Yes, these are just pictures.
Okay, and given your experience in Italy, Milan, what were your, I find it difficult to frame this without unnerving a lot of people, but how do you compare the Indian product design or furniture design industry with respect to your experiences in Italy? What was your big take-home experience? And are there any gaps in the process that you see in this industry in our country?
Okay, the thing is that...
what do they have? What do they have that probably, well, it's not the right way to frame it, but if you had to empower the industry or to bring it to that level of standard and finishing and expertise and innovation and mass production, how would you compare these industries?
With Indian industry of design? Because they have this platform where they can all come up, like how designers, they have these manufacturers who can actually put in money into that and develop these products. That is a little difficult in India. Plus, because furniture specifically, right now there is a huge gap between this luxury sector there, and then there is these basic the commodities that that are there, which are being developed. Now nobody actually thinks about the thing in the middle, which still has to be worked on. There it's already developed, so people are coming out with these new products and they experiment a lot. Here it is not possible because we're still trying to come up, fulfill those functions. And
Why is it not?
Sorry?
Why isn't it possible?
I'm sorry?
Why isn't it possible? You said it's not possible.
Right now is not, right now is not possible. Maybe a few years later it is.
Yeah, but why? What do you think are the elements that doesn't make happen?
First of all, because the market has started responding to all these products lately, but people haven't really opened up to all these things. I mean, people don't understand all these things, like furniture design.